What's up, guys? Welcome to the Oval, episode 4. How you doing? So what's up, guys? How are you? Anything
Pretty
interesting
good.
happening? What's going on in your lives? Tell me.
Just going through it. I saw how is everyone feeling with no masks in class?
Yeah.
Pretty
Exciting stuff.
I'm excited to be seeing all the people's faces that I haven't been able to see yet. It's the big mask reveal. I'm sure you've heard the term mask fishing.
Yeah, that's real.
It's a
real.
real thing.
It's a real thing.
It's very strange to think of all the people that I just kind of subconsciously had a picture of them in my head, and then they took off their mask, and a lot of them don't match what I thought. So it's a big plot twist for me.
Yeah, I totally agree. Even like professors and stuff.
Oh my God.
I know, it's been like super, like the first day when we went back on, what was it, Monday, I guess?
Yeah.
Super weird. I mean, even for you guys especially, because you guys haven't even been in school,
Yeah, no, that was my
in
first
college.
time.
with
That was my first college experience, which is strange.
Like being in a class with
being in a class, no masks, being this close to another person.
Yeah.
Because when we were here in the spring, it was all spaced out. You were 5 seats down from each other, with a mask on, and everything was spaced out. I couldn't hear my professor because they had 3 masks on or something. It's crazy. But now, it's all normal, which is cool.
Quite the game changer.
It really is. Because sometimes you'd meet people out and no one really wore masks out. So you'd see everyone and then you're oh, that's what you look like. I know what you look like. But other people, I'd only seen them with a mask.
Sometimes I really wouldn't know if I knew them or not. And
yeah, because they'd be wearing a mask on campus.
I gotta get used to facial expressions now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
man. Just sitting dead face in class.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Or I'd make faces under my mask. I'm so
yeah,
I
was kind of nasty.
Yeah, it was nasty.
I've never, all of a sudden, I yawned the other day and I was like, oh, and I was like, oh my gosh, how rude of me, because I'm used to just being able to yawn under my mask and not have to cover my mouth.
Yeah.
Or this is a little gross, but I've noticed people's noses run a lot.
Ew.
Yeah.
No, it's gross, but everyone had a mask on before that. No, I've caught it multiple times throughout the week.
Really?
And
I've
and
also
so
noticed-
I'm just man, everyone hid that for 2 years.
Now
I don't
people
know.
cough like it's nothing too.
Yeah.
Well, I
People
think a
have
lot
just
of
been
people are
hacking
sick
up a
this
lung.
week. For whatever reason, I don't know. I think this week we had there was a big, St. Patrick's Day festivities this past weekend.
Yeah.
And then going into this week, it's our first week without any masks, and I feel like everyone's immune systems are just very run down.
Yeah, well, let me
I've
tell
heard
you
a lot
something,
of
Caroline. I have mono,
Whoa.
and it's brutal.
How is that been,
Jeez.
buddy?
Awful. Awful. Right now, my lymph nodes are very swollen.
Yeah.
Last week, I was out. I had to miss all my classes.
Sick? What kind of symptoms did you have?
Oh man, I had a fever. My face was beet red. I looked sunburnt.
Yeah.
And then I had a whole rash on my body, full body rash.
Jeez Louise.
And my throat hurt.
Yeah.
It was so bad. It was
Sounds
brutal.
troublesome.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
I'm pretty sure I've had that myself before. Back in the day, but not fun. That's
I don't
not fun.
recommend it.
It beats you up. It makes you exhausted.
Yeah,
That
for
was
a
the
month.
biggest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel right now?
Right now, I was brutally tired before
Yeah.
I came here, and then I took a nap in a shower, and I feel like $1,000,000.
Nice,
How
man.
great is that?
Had some tomato soup.
Nice.
I'm good. I'm
what
good.
else?
Living the dream.
What else
Well-
is going on?
We have this weekend an admitted students day coming up for
Oh, yeah, I'm
all of
working
the incoming prospective incoming freshmen.
You working that?
I do, well, yes. So I
I'm
work in
working that.
admissions. Alexa's a tour guide. I am an admissions assistant, and so I sit at the desk and I check people in when they come for tours, or I answer emails of anytime someone sends a transcript or something. But the other day I had to do my first big event, and there was so many kids, and it's so exciting because they're all coming to sign in, and I'm just it's another day at work. I'm like, okay, what time do I have to go to class? But all these people, it's their first time ever being here for a lot of them, and to me, it's just the same old stuff. So I'm oh my gosh, I'm so excited that you're here. This is you don't even know what you're about to experience.
Also, they're gonna remember that for the rest of their experience. If they do,
Yeah.
are they admitted already?
It's for so it's for all of the students that have been accepted,
Yeah.
and then
So
So they're still, they might not even be going here, but they're just here, checking it out.
Yes,
So you don't know even who's
potentially. So-
gonna end up.
exactly.
You're gonna cross paths
Exactly.
with them, meet them.
They have this weekend for the open house. It's an all day. I got to be up at 7
gotta be there
a.m.
at 8 a.m.
Yeah,
or something like that.
very very
Crazy.
early. But they have a whole day planned of they send out a million different tours all at different times so that
this
they don't
big.
collide. Then they have
Yeah,
usually there's a
groundbreaking.
student panel of students for everybody to ask questions. They have one-on-one meetings with all the faculty.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did too.
There's a lunch.
There was one by my house. at a
Yes,
hotel.
they do that
sometimes-
too.
Yeah.
When they do the
That's where I went.
off-site, and they have sometimes if you have a scholarship, you get the fancy lunch. Everyone else goes to Will's, but it's really cool that they get like the full. They get
All the
the
extras.
yeah.
Will's, like,
There's a bit they
What's the
cater it
fee?
in the Welcome Center. I don't know what it consists of really, but it's just not Will's
grub up.
food. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm excited for that because I like
Yeah.
to be able to get other people
I love
excited
talking
about our
about
school.
this
Probably
school.
still like American vending though, or whatever. it
Yeah,
is.
it's
Who
probably
runs it?
like
Cisco.
It's Sodexo.
Sodexo,
I used to
oh,
work
yes.
for them.
Oh,
Yes.
You work with why?
Yeah, I worked in the dining hall.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
No
for
way.
a semester.
Which
yeah.
one?
It was the spring, so there wasn't anyone here.
Last year.
Will's.
Yeah, last
Okay.
year. So I worked in Will's. I did the late night, so I worked from 8 to 12, and then I worked.
Late night.
I did stir
Yeah.
fry. So on
Yes, you
Tuesdays,
did.
I did the stir
So
fry.
you were whipping it up? in there?
Yeah, I was
Wow.
cooking. They threw me there. They were just like, do it. I was like, I don't even
Really?
know how to make stir fry. Okay. So I did it. I don't know if people enjoyed it. Never
Wow.
got feedback.
That's pretty funny.
So no one ever came up to me and was like, that was really good. So I don't know.
it's kind of fun.
Wow.
Maybe I botched
There's
a
a lot of
couple.
different campus jobs. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
meet a lot
there
of
are.
people there though. I met a lot of randoms
Yeah.
in my classes,
Yeah,
and then I made
true.
friends that way.
Really?
Yeah. I like got people, yeah, because I'd be like, you're in my class, and they're like, oh, really? And then I'm like, yeah, I don't look as I would look. I was wearing like the apron, the hairnet,
yeah,
the like
yeah,
mask.
yeah.
I was like, you don't know who I am. So, like, I'm in your class. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I liked working there, but then I work at Wise Guys now. Go to Wise
yeah.
Guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little job on campus. I announce
Yeah?
games. Yeah. That's
Oh
what I
yeah.
do.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You still doing that?
Yeah, I've been doing that since I was a freshman. I've been doing
Ah.
that. Well, it initially started as like, just like stats and random crap,
Mm-hmm.
like helping around and like rosters and stuff. And then I just got into like announcing, basically. It's like okay. I mean, it's a bit of a hassle sometimes.
What's your
but,
favorite sport to announce, or do you do like?
I don't know, honestly. Maybe baseball because there's music the whole time.
Ah.
Because they have like walk-ups the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Did you do
Yeah.
the last baseball game?
No,
That when
I
they had the
didn't.
double.
I did not. I've been actually now I'm stepping back
Oh.
because I've been like
So
mentoring people
you need to
basically.
pass it on.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't do a thing now, and it's pretty wonderful.
Wow.
I just pull up and like manage, kind of
That's
like
kinda nice.
kind of like here in a way. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Open.
is.
You manage.
You're an
Yeah.
experienced man.
Try to. All right, so we're gonna take a little break, and when we come back, we'll talk about basically the biggest thing in Hollywood right now, Mr. Will Smith. So we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Oval. So this past weekend, something pretty crazy happened. Will Smith walked up on stage at the Oscars and slapped Chris Rock in the face.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Right across the face.
What are your guys' reactions to that? When it happened, what did you guys think? Initially.
Jaw dropped.
Flabbergasted.
Yeah.
Dropped.
Yeah. I feel like I saw it on someone's story or something, and
Yeah.
there was a video that said like this must be scripted.
Mm-hmm.
So my initial thought, I was just kind of comparing like, was it staged or was it not? Because I don't know, it was a big controversial thing. Everybody couldn't tell, but once you saw like Will Smith's facial reactions after the fact, you
Yeah.
could see the anger in his eyes, and you just, there's no way that it was fake. So now,
I thought it was scripted too. I mean, also they're actors. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you never know. You
No,
really,
I mean,
it's not like they're
yeah.
gonna come out and tell us that it was like
Yes.
scripted, but
Yeah, like honestly, like for views, I mean, like
it makes sense.
because next, but like why?
makes
But why
sense.
would Will Smith put just
Because he's already all out there to begin with.
no?
His
But
entire
this
life's
is
out there.
but that's so like
it's
that's
low.
different though, because that's
It's low.
like it's one thing to be crying on camera about your wife, whatever. It's
Yeah.
it's another to go up on stage and hit someone in the face.
this
the
is now
Oscars.
causing
At
him
the
like,
Oscars,
yes,
yeah.
and then accept your award like.
Yeah,
you know?
like that's the thing is like, I feel like that's why it can't be scripted because why would Will Smith lay his whole career out?
exactly, like they wouldn't.
Unless they like had something on him, I don't know.
Like I could see them scripting something
know.
to like draw attention because they
Yeah.
need more like nobody
'Cause
really watches
they
the
are
Oscars.
dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's why I thought too, because I was like, I feel like not gonna lie, like I watched clips of the Oscars, but I didn't
Yeah.
like sit down and watch the entire thing.
Well,
like
can't.
through.
I just was
Yeah.
learning in my.
Like, you
I'll watch the
won't.
Grammys.
Yeah, I watched Grammys.
I can't even
Grammy-
watch the Grammys anymore. It's
Yeah.
just so much
I like to look.
filler.
Yes,
and
yeah. I
just
like
get
to look at the
excited for
results.
performance.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get
I do
excited
like the
for that.
performances.
I was just watching. I learned in my philosophy class. I think it was. I don't know.
Purcell?
Yes, I
Love
believe
her.
so. Very enlightening class. I'm learning a lot. But one of the things we were learning about is how just like majority of the award shows now don't really. They're not actually like.
They're not real.
They're not. It's not. We're learning about like. There was a whole video about how like depending on like people bribe all these people to sponsor them, and then that
Yeah.
and like then you get sponsored. If you get enough money to get sponsored, like whoever has the most money, then you get nominated. And then like it's so bizarre. It's not even like
all money.
I always think of it
Everybody's
as like, oh, like whatever, like the people who go and watch the movies, everybody votes and like Kids' Choice Awards, but
You
it's
know,
not like that.
I always wondered that because I was never one that voted. Like I always was just like, oh, I'm just not one of the
Yeah.
people that will vote. But like,
Yeah.
I feel like it should be determined by like us.
Yeah.
the viewers, the consumers.
Oh, yeah, well, the Grammys in particular are definitely under fire a lot for that because they have their whole committee thing, and it's like a unanimous or
You know who,
anonymous
like,
committee and all that. Yeah.
Shined the light on it at the weekend.
Yes, yeah.
With After Hours, because
Which-
he never got nominated.
Yeah.
And that was like it blew up.
That's why I don't. That's probably the main reason why I would never watch that show again
Yeah.
because that completely invalidated their opinions.
Like
You
Blinding Lights has how many streams? And it didn't
yeah,
get nominated.
I'm pretty sure it's the highest charting song since
It
2000. I think
It is. Yeah, it has
Play
like.
that.
That's insane, and it wasn't even nominated because
Has
they
over
were
a billion
because they were
streams.
upset that The Weeknd was playing the Super Bowl. That's
Yeah,
literally what
yeah,
happened.
yeah, because he was playing.
That's
the Super Bowl,
literally what
yeah.
happened.
Wow.
And
So
he was like,
bizarre.
he started a petition about how like the Grammys is like corrupt
It is.
and everything. Yeah.
The whole Hollywood industry is so
It's
like
corrupt.
it just feels so fake. I feel like especially when you're on the outside of it, like I can't believe that all the people that we see like in music and on TV that they're actually real people sometimes until something like this happens. Like
Yeah.
when you normally watch the Oscars, it's like somebody goes up on stage, they have like their script and then everyone in the audience. This just I think kind of threw everyone for a loop. I mean, it added a little spice
Yeah.
despite the the trouble I'm sure it's causing
But
in
now
the
I
aftermath.
wonder, like next year at the Oscars, like if something happens like catastrophic like that again, then you'll know.
Yeah.
Like then you will know it's scripted.
I don't think it can though. It can't. Something drastic
something
can't.
something will happen. Nah, I'm calling it. Watch.
No,
next year.
maybe a year after because it would be too easy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Maybe the next.
Or maybe
year.
not something as big.
Maybe
as
somebody will like
that.
trip and like.
Yeah, trip and fall. It's like, haha, you see them fall at
Yeah,
the Oscars, but they're still
yeah.
getting their name out there and talking
Yeah.
about something that happened on the Oscars. Like on Twitter, it will be trending, like
Yeah.
Oscars.
The best thing about the whole Will Smith thing is, in my opinion, the memes and everything.
Yeah.
I think it's just so hilarious.
Bringing some humor.
Is.
Yeah, because it's like the
Some
guy
light.
from the zebra from Madagascar got slapped by the fish.
Yeah,
From,
I saw
uh,
that.
what's
That was
it?
funny.
Yeah, that one movie.
Yeah, I forget what it's called too. Yeah, underwater or something. I
Shark
don't even
Tale?
know. Shark
Shark
Tale.
Tale.
Yeah.
Shark Tale.
Yeah. So after this happened, Will still got Best Actor, which is
Yeah.
pretty crazy. So what do you guys think about that? I mean, like within 30 minutes, he was up there giving a speech for his Best Actor for his role in King Richard.
Yeah.
I
What
don't
do you
know
guys think
how
about
that turnaround time went.
And he got a standing ovation as well.
Yeah, that part's
Thoughts?
interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what to do. Like I would literally probably sit there. I'd be like, well, he just slapped a man in the face.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna get a really big award, and we're all gonna congratulate him. It's like,
That's basically what
well-
Jim Carrey said, actually. If
Yeah?
You saw, yeah, he
Ah.
was like, yeah, look at you and Jim. Yeah, he was like,
Minds.
yeah, just that it was like spineless or something like that.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
like them standing up after he literally just hit him in the face.
it's
like-
kind of like confusing, but it's also two separate things. Like
Yeah.
you're congratulating him for something completely different than
Yeah.
him hitting someone. Like him hitting someone's like wrong.
POV. What if you're a dear friend of Will Smith and his wife?
Yeah.
BFFs are probably going to their house afterwards for a little after party.
Maybe not after that.
Well, perhaps. Well,
Maybe it
he
kinda-
seemed like he
Speaking of
he,
the
just, he
after
seemed
party,
unbothered.
He was partying afterwards.
Yeah, that's my
Tearing it
point.
up on
So,
the dance
Was
but
he?
He
if
was,
it's someone
yeah.
that you could
Really?
consider a close person in your life, and perhaps you know he's a little troubled at times, he had a moment. He lashed out. Like
Yeah.
I think he had a moment that was very normal for. Not saying that it's right or wrong, but something that everybody lashes out once in a while. But his entire life is in the public eye all the time,
Right.
so it just so happened to be broadcasted on national television. So I could see
Yeah.
if I were his friend. Well, I really don't know. I've never been to the Oscars. Never.
Yeah, like, I don't think I'd ever be caught in that
It's just
position to have to make a decision if I clap or not at the Oscars. But
It seems so out of
don't know.
place. Like for
No.
that
Yeah.
to happen at the Oscars,
Maybe
I
I will.
can't. I like.
But you could be in a situation where your friend gets in a predicament or something.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
with
at that
it, you
point,
know.
I feel like. But then it's like no one could have really stepped in and like done anything
yeah,
on
'cause it-
stage
because
to like
it's-
break it up.
No,
'cause it's
This is
just
my
so
point.
out
It's
of
not
pocket.
like
It's
a
just
normal
what?
fight.
Like, are you kidding?
You're not
Like,
walking
you
in
think he would have
school
done
and this
that
is
if it
happening.
was somebody else?
If it
Yes.
wasn't Chris
If
Rock.
it wasn't Chris
Yes,
Rock?
So
I think
who,
he-
who would it be?
I don't know if it's somebody
Regardless.
bigger than him. If it's like The Rock, if it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yes,
hosting it.
I think he-
like
You
that.
think
Like
so?
physically
Yeah.
bigger than
You
him?
think that he would walk up and slap The Rock?
Yes,
I
because
don't-
I don't think he was thinking in the right mind. Clearly, if he's
Even
on
with the
national
Rock,
television,
like,
thinking like, I think
don't
I don't
think
care
so.
his
what
anger
The
got
Rock
the best
would
of
say
him.
about anyone, like in my life, I would not
Yeah.
go up to The Rock and slap him in the face.
I
There's
wouldn't
no way.
personally either. But for him to just think that like clearly he wasn't in the right mind to be just the fact that he went up and punched anybody on live television on the Oscars. Like,
know.
I don't think he would have cared who it
by
was.
saying, I keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
Yeah.
He doubled down.
Yeah.
He,
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, personally, I think
I
if it's someone bigger than him on stage, I don't think he goes
I don't
up
think he
there.
would.
and-
know.
I don't
You know
think he
what's
does.
Chris
funny?
Rock.
Like,
It's Chris Rock.
I would have slapped
Will
Chris
Smith.
Rock.
Will Smith is not. He's not a little dude per
Yeah.
se. He's kind of big.
he's
He's,
bigger
like
than-
Will
6
Smith is
feet
pretty
tall.
big, yeah.
he's pretty
Chris
big.
Rock is kind of
But
skinny.
just imagine like the times, you know, like when he's like walking up on stage and it took him like kind of a while. Like, what do you think was
fear.
going through Chris
The
Rock's
walk-
head? Like, what he was gonna do? He's like strutting up there, like going, like what was he about to do? Like, I don't know.
know, I
I
have
wonder.
no
I
idea.
think that's funny
So
because it's just like an
Smith-
awkward break of like how long it had to take him to get up
Yeah,
and
right.
slap him. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know. Yeah, it's,
the
yeah,
videos
just walk
are
up,
hilarious.
walk up stage, like
Yeah.
boom, and then walk back, take a seat. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not right, but it's
I think
funny.
he kind of pulled it off with the walk back because he went, like he popped his jacket and he was like, and he sat back down.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see if any more comes out about this.
I feel like
really
in a
don't
year,
know.
if something happens, then you'll know it's scripted.
Yeah, honestly, you're right. So we'll have to come back in a year then.
I guess
have the
so. I'll
same
be back.
conversation.
Stay
you guys better
tuned.
be back too.
Stay tuned.
So that wraps up this episode, guys. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
so long.
Peace.